Hello children, very good morning to you all. Today we are going to see the continuation of our lesson 7, System Administration and Troubleshooting. In your previous video, you have learnt about the various privileges like user privileges and system administrator privileges. You have also learnt to set various permissions for your files or directories. In this lesson, now we are going to learn how to back up our files, how to plug and play concept, and then how to troubleshoot our devices. First, backup. So what is backup? Why you need backup? If your memory got full, either in your computer or in your laptop or even in your mobile, you need to store all those important files and images somewhere else, either in you can store if you're in your mobile, if your memory got full, you will store it in the computer. So likewise, how we can backup. So first, user level backup. The user here means the guest. If you log in as a guest, the guest usually copies their important files or documents in the pen drive or in the internet storage server, which is also known as the cloud computing. In any data center, they can store their important documents or the content which they create in the computer. So the user, he or she can either have a backup on pen drive or else on the cloud storage. And then we are going to see the system level backup. It is the backup which is done usually on the any hard disk, or duplicated on any server. On any server you can just go, which is also mean only here it is the cloud storage only. You can duplicate there or else you can copy it in your hard disk. So it is done only by the system administrator to store their user information to the directories, configuration of the system and configuration of the various applications, and the databases, which he or she has in their computer. So all these they can copy either in the hard disk, or else in the cloud storage. Children, have you all understood? So backup we have categorized into two types. One is the user level. In user level, the user can copy his important files or documents either in the pen drive, or in the internet storage server. The system level backup, is done by the system administrator. He or she can copy the various informations about the user, and also the configuration of the system as well as the applications and the databases, from the computer to either the hard disk, the external hard disk, or else he or she can duplicate on the server also. So this is how we back up a file or a directory. Then we are going to learn about the concept plug and play. So what is meant by plug and play? Plug and play is the ability of the computer, it automatically configures, the newly connected device like the pen drive, and it immediately opens up, it immediately opens that particular pen drive, that is concept is known as the plug and play. So when a pen drive is connected to the USB port in the computer, it automatically detects the pen drive and it opens up and it shows us all the files in that particular pen drive. Then we can easily access it. So this concept is known as the plug and play. When you immediately plug a pen drive into the USB port, it automatically detects the pen drive and it opens up for us so that we can read the content. This concept is known as the plug and play concept. Then we are going to see how we can troubleshoot using various devices. First, we are going to follow the stepwise thinking. So when a problem occurs in your device, either in your computer or in your laptop, so what you will do at first, you have to follow the process of stepwise thinking. So in stepwise thinking, what you will do at first, you have to write the problem or the issue that you want to resolve. Say suppose if your system is working slowly or else you are getting an error message, so what is the problem you have to write, and then you have to write the steps which you need to take to resolve that particular problem. Okay, this will help us to remember. Okay, if you are again and again, or you whenever you write, okay, you have written the problem. Okay, what is the problem you have written, then you have written the steps that you need to take, okay, to solve that particular problem. Then whenever you are executing each and every step, okay, you can just see whether you are repeating any step again or not. Okay, and then you can, within a less amount of time, you can easily check whether you have followed all the steps to solve this problem, and you can get your problem solved very quickly. So stepwise thinking allows us to solve the problem very quickly. Okay, so for that, first you have to write the problem and also the steps which you need to take to solve that particular problem. Okay, then we are going to see troubleshooting using information gathering. So first we have learned how we can troubleshoot using the stepwise thinking. Now we are going to see how we can gather information to troubleshoot our device. So always we need to remember to gather information of any error message or any screen going blank. Okay, whenever you click something, okay, the screen simply goes blank and it shows a message is not responding, the software is freezing. Okay, you cannot close, or you cannot do any operations in that particular software. Okay, or any peripheral devices which is giving a beep sound. Okay, so in everything you have to take the information. So what is the problem, okay, what you did and what message shows you that something error occurs. Okay, everything you have to gather information. So you can make use of this information so to convey the problem to the system administrator. Okay, if you can help, okay, if you can even resolve this own problem, then it is okay. Suppose you want someone else help to resolve that particular problem, then gathering information of the error message will be really helpful, okay, for them to understand the problem very easily. So information gathering is just you have to gather what is the message or the error message, what is the problem. If you take a screenshot of that, that will be very helpful. Then we are going to see how we can troubleshoot using the logical thinking. So once you have listed your steps and you have gathered your necessary information, okay, either by taking the screenshot or taking any photo, okay, you have gathered the information, then you can start, okay, to resolve that particular issue. You can check the connections, you can even restart your laptop or computer, you can close all the applications which you have opened, and again you can refresh it, and then you can relaunch all the applications. So these are the simple steps, okay, simple solutions which you can do to avoid the software freezing or any type or simple problems which you face, okay, in your devices. After solving with all these simple solutions, then you can check the technique of elimination, okay, which means that in stepwise thinking you will be writing the solutions, okay, in the step by step to solve that particular problem. So you have to just tick, okay, all the solutions which you have done, and you have to easily you can eliminate, okay, for which issue the problem is solved or not. So this will help us to narrow down the possible resource. We can easily identify the possible solutions, so there won't be any confusion. For example, if the laptop is not start, okay, if you cannot switch on your laptop, you have to check whether the battery is charged or not. Then you have to charge your battery, okay, then you have to charge it, and then your laptop may start. So if you didn't find any possible solutions, okay, you don't know how to resolve that particular issue, then you can search in the internet, okay, this is my issue and what are the steps we can follow to resolve it. Then you can search there, okay, or else you can consult a professional who is also a system administrator to resolve that particular formula problems. So these are the various steps which is followed in the logical thinking. Then we are going to see the system startup. Okay, so if your system doesn't start up, okay, then you have what you have to do. Then you have to first check whether the power cable is connected to the power. Okay, whether your cable that is connected to the switch, okay, whether you have to check that, and you have to also check whether you have on the switch or not. Then you have to check whether you are getting any error messages on the screen. You can take screenshot of that and then you can report it to the system administrator. So these are the steps which can be followed whether your system didn't start, means you can follow these steps to resolve it. Then we are going to see about the network connectivity. If suppose your network is not connected, that means your Wi-Fi is not connected in your laptop, okay, or in your computer. First you have to check for the network connection can be of two types, okay, either it can be a wired network or it can be a wireless network. If you're having a wired network, then you have to check whether the network cable is connected, okay, and in the router whether there is an LED light is blinking or not, okay, you have to check that. If you are having a wireless connection, then you have to check whether your wireless is on, and also you have to check whether the switch of that particular wireless system is on or not. Then you have to check if the network mode in your laptop or computer is enabled or not, whether you have on your Wi-Fi in the laptop or in the computer or not. That you have to check at first. If all these is done, okay, if all these is perfect, then you can inform it to the system administrator, okay, your network having issues, okay. So this is how you can resolve by yourself, okay, if your computer or laptop is not connecting to the network. Then we are going to see about devices. Suppose you cannot hear sound from your speaker or from your laptop, okay, and if your printer is not okay, then what you will do, you have to first check for the loose connections, whether all the plugins are connected properly. Then you have to check for the configurations and settings, okay, whether you have allowed the such configurations, whether you have changed your settings. So everything you have to check for that particular device, okay. If it is the sound, then check whether you have muted the sound in your laptop or computer. If you are having issues relating to the printer, then check whether you have on the printer, whether you have connected the printer cable correctly, okay, and then you have attached paper in the tray of the printer. So these are the steps we can check by our own, okay, if the devices is not working. Then if your application is very slow, okay, if your application which you install, okay, the application is not starting up, okay, then you have to check whether you have installed that application in your computer or not. Then you have to check if the user has the permission to access the software or not. See, if you are a system administrator, then you can access all the software which you have installed in your computer or the laptop. If you are a user, okay, if you are using someone's laptop and you have logged in as a guest, okay, then you need certain permissions for the particular software to access. So you have to check whether you have permissions to access that particular software or not. Then you have to ask the administrator to change the permissions. Only then you can access it. So if a particular application doesn't open up, first you have to check whether it is installed in your computer or not, and then you have to check whether you are having the permission to access that software or not. If not so, then you have to ask the administrator to change the permission. Next we are going to see if our application runs very slowly, then what are the steps we can take to solve that issue. First you can close that particular application and then you can relaunch it, okay, or else you can update the particular application to the latest version, or you may to update you may use a CD or just you can go to the internet and you can check for any updates, okay. If the application freezes, okay, use the task manager. Sometimes we receive not responding that error message in the menu, okay, that time you can use the task manager, okay, which will be at the bottom of the screen, okay. You can use that to close that particular application and then you can relaunch it. So these are the steps which can be followed, okay, if your application runs slowly. Then if our application runs slowly, you can also restart the computer, okay, you can restart the computer. You can scan the computer whether you're having any malware or any virus, okay, using the antivirus software. Then also you can check the disk space. So how many space your particular disk is having, you can check that. If your disk is full, then you can delete the unwanted items, okay, and then you can start to run that particular application. Then, okay children, so now have you all understood? Yes, we have seen about our files using the user backup as well as the system backup. Okay, then we have seen about the plug and play concept. Okay, whenever you insert a pen drive into your computer through the USB port, it automatically reads, okay, it automatically opens up and you can read the content. Okay, this concept is known as the plug and play concept. Then we have seen the troubleshooting of the devices. So various problems and their solutions to solve if you have any problem in your device. Okay, now you should write the steps followed to troubleshoot if an application runs slowly in your computer. So you have to write the steps which you need to follow to resolve that particular issue when your computer runs, okay, any application in a computer which runs slowly, and what you will follow to resolve it. You have to write that step as well as you have to give the steps of downloading and installing and software from the internet with an example. Okay, if you are downloading any application from the internet, okay, list the steps, okay, which are followed to download and install any software, okay, in your computer or in your laptop. So these are the two activities, okay, do it. And send it to me, students. Thank you.